Good evening, everyone. I'm here to advise you that exercise such as walking can improve your health. Also, I'm here to convince you all to begin exercising with a specific end goal to enhance your well-being. General practice can enhance both your mental and physical well-being. I urge you to get off that love seat and get your body moving. I need to influence you to begin working out. In other words, Americans lead an inactive way of life to the detriment of their well-being. In older generations, watch somewhere around 15 and 8 hours of televisions a week, which is a measurement of Carry 82. This implies we spend roughly 40% of our recreational time before the television, and that's a statistic of Carry 82. Unexpectedly, it is additionally reported that we truly don't care for a considerable lot of our shows we are observed, and there's a factual example of 82. An article in March of 1994 that was issued of exercise reports that there is confirmation that our sedentary way of life is terrible for our mental and enthusiastic perspective. This also concentrates today demonstrate that individuals are encountering higher episodes of restlessness than in the 18th and 19th century, when work and life was viewed as more troublesome. And that's a factual example of McCullough of 43. An article reports that 12.6% of Americans experience the ill effects of uneasiness, and another 9.5% experience the ill effectiveness of all genuine restlessness. And that's also a statistic from McNutt, 42. Our dietary patterns, consolidated with our absence of practice, is implied to be the second driven non-hereditary benefactor of death in the U.S. And that's a factual example of Cameron. Nutritionist Phyllis Hall stated that are high in fat, which produce high levels of cholesterol in our blood, which turns leads to plague in our arteries, and this is expert testimony of Hall. While changing our eatery routine can absolutely help us diminish our hazard for coronary illness, concentrates on have demonstrated that individuals who don't practice are at a considerably more serious hazard of coronary illness. Of course, there are simple effective exercise that can, that we can do all. Such as walking exercise. How many of you do walking exercise? It's great. Do you do walking exercises? Yes, I actually do walking exercises such as at work around the building. So I'll try to get more done as I can. Walking for 20 minutes at a moderate pace 3 to 4 times a week is good for our physical and mental health.
I do that.
Walking is an inexpensive form of exercise that requires no training. Regular walking can reduce our risk for heart disease. A 1994 article of prevention reported that walking can curtail our risk of heart disease as well. Walking enhances an enzyme that removes blood fats from our bloodstream. And that is a factual example of augmentin. For this reason, We can visualize benefits of walking by contrasting the lifestyle choices we have. Shortcuts from exercises. Locate the nearest parking spot in the parking garage. Drive to the convenience store that is just around the corner from your home. Getting public transportation to take you to a working crosswise overground. Or telephone a neighbor in your neighborhood to check. We can decrease these hazards for coronary illness and enhance our emotional wellness by attempting to work out. Practice will empower you to falter onto common little ponders that generally go unnoticed. John P. Wiley comments on the benefits of walking by stating, being on your own 2 feet is roughness. No one is climbing on your back, leaning on your horn, and if something catches your eye, you can stop without being rear-ended. And that's a pure testimony of Wiley. In conclusion, all things being equal, I ask you to begin walking more. A straightforward, simple action. Stop at the back of the parking garage and walk. Don't drive to your neighborhood helpful store. Walk past the bus stop and let your 2 feet convey you crosswise over grounds. That concludes my speech. Thank you.